the Super 7 Cats Lair back in September 2023. When I seen this shit, I was shocked. This huge playset, I had to pre-order it, so I did. And come to find out, everybody and their mama done got that shit before me. I had Hannah laughing at me, Mega J flaunting and flossing his shit off at me. Even Toy Stalker tired as shit but showing his shit off. And I finally got mine, but I was last, shit. But here it is, folks. After a year and a half of me waiting and going gray, I finally got the Super 7 Cats Lair. Both of my boxes looking pretty damn good. Look at this shit, folks. Thankfully, I didn't have no damaged up marks like Mad Hatter had on his box. My shit is perfect, and I am happy for this. Thank you, Super 7, for getting that shit right. And as you can see right in the top part, they put them corner protectors. They didn't do that for everybody's shit, but luckily they learned their lesson. They did that shit for mine, and that was much appreciated too. And zooming in on the side of the box, it says mine is 238 of 372. I tell you, I learned my lesson for not pre-ordering early. But here it is, folks. Those mailer boxes kept this shit safe. Oh my God, I don't got no compression marks, no dings, no nothing. This is how it's supposed to be. This is how everybody should have got their shit. Just like this. Definitely satisfied, but let's pop it open. We already got everything set up. I got Monkey and Jackal Man and Slive in the fist pounder, rolling up to the Cat's Lair, ready to beat the shit out of all the Thundercats. But we got Lionel right on the top of the one cat's claw, ready to just chop them up. They ain't getting in there at all. As you can see, all these figures have been changed into Motu form. I don't got time to be waiting for the crossover figures. I need Motu Thundercats right now, and here it is. Now, some of them, they couldn't be done over. Like the little mummer right there. It is what it is. And we got Drunk He-Man chilling in the cat's mouth with his drink in hand, just relaxing, you know what I mean? Minding his business, watching all this shit play out. And that cat's head is beautiful. We'll get into that in a second. But right here, we got Wily Kit and Wily Cat just busting it up right in the front. And then right at the bottom of the steps, you got Mum Mutt barking at their ass while Snarf is right there just watching from afar because he don't want the smoke. And then right there, we got Panthro in a fighting position, ready to get that shit in with Vulture Man. And then you got the neighbors right next door, with King Grayskull fixing his ride, but King Randor freaking the fuck out because this shit done hit the fan. The Thundercats are in town, and look at they place compared to Eternia playset. That shit is crazy. That shit makes it seem teeny weeny to me. Look at that shit, folks. I can't believe my eyes. The size of this Cat's Lair is impressive. That shit is incredible. Look at that shit. I can't get over it. I love how this shit lights up. The eyes, the chest emblem, which was real easy to put together. Oh my God. Look at this shit. How the claw goes up. It all goes in there nice and easy. I had no problems putting in the steps, putting everything right there together. And the best part is it can easily slide apart to where if I want to turn this around and get up on the inside, I could do that shit a lot easier than moving that Eternia playset. But now I just want to show you some stuff that I did just playing around. It's right here. Let's just pretend that Jackal Man tried to sneak up into the Cat's Lair when that claw was up. But when that bitch came down, it caught his legs. And all the Thundercats came out to make fun of his ass for trying to break in. That's what your ass gets, Jackal Man. You ain't breaking into Cat's Lair. And I can't even imagine the pain that he's going through. That big ass claw coming down on your leg. That's it. But watch what the Thundercats do. They end up taking his ass and using him for fuel to power the Cat's Lair. Some crazy sick shit these Thundercats get into. But that's just the fun that I like to have with my Cat's Lair. Look at that shit. That's why I like having Motu versions, because the bodies come apart and you can just do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? But there's other ways to have fun, because right here, Lionel is ready to toss the shit out of Vulture Man for trespassing, trying to get up into the Cat's Lair, trying to come up the mountain. But you see that shit right there? That is tall and he's gonna hurt it. So he throws his ass down right there on the ground, broke his leg, broke his arm, fucked his shit all up. And that's what I like to see. Wily Kit and Wily Cat checking to see if he's still alive, but he ain't moving. And that shit is funny to me. This is the stuff that I like to do with my cat's lair. I'm just showing y'all options, you know what I mean? And let's just say, if the bad guys came up on this shit, this is what they would do. They would be shocked and appalled and kind of freak the hell out, knowing that the Thundercats get down like this. They don't want the smoke. But right here, let's take a look at the inside where we got shit going on in the meth lab with Jesse Pinkman cooking up that blue sky right there. Where we got Claw Machine just testing it out. And they got one of the Thundercats slaves right there. It's a big-ass rat. You know, cats and rats, that's why they called him up and made him a prisoner. And then right there, we just got more people just trying to get up in the cat's lair. But they got a party going on that Wily Kid ain't trying to see. She got her eyes covered up because right over here, there is a housewarming party that the folks of Eternia did for the Thundercats. You got Tila giving a lap dance to Panthro, while Wily Cat and the rest of the folks are tossing dollars up at She-Ra while she makes that money and shakes that ass, you know what I'm saying? Even Snarf is trying to offer up a couple dollars here and there. And we got just a whole bunch of random cat people showing up in the cat's lair. All cats is welcome. And even Walter White had to stop for a second and take a look at that ass, you know what I mean? He helps the Thundercats run their drug empire. That's how they moved up into Eternia and got this big-ass cat's lair going on. They get down like that. And right there, that party shows that they about that life. But we got a star marshal trying to stop all the fun with Drunk He-Man telling his ass to chill the hell out. As you can see, I got the party lights going right at the bottom, or right up at the top. All that commotion down there is ruining his fun being welcomed onto the block by Catra. You know what I'm saying? So he had to get up and tell everybody to calm the hell down, because he's trying to focus up there. But not only that, but then we got Vulture Man peeking from the top, trying to get a shot off at one of them people down below. But just taking a look at the sheer amount of detail they put into this cat's lair, it's truly incredible. But there was one thing that I felt was missing, and that's some lights right on the inside. So I took a couple little sticky lights that I had, and I put them bitches right there on the roof. Easily went up there. I thought about putting a little bit farther in the back, but I want to make room for characters to stand. You know what I mean? And then working our way up here. I love how you can change what's on the computer monitors, but I think I'm going to just leave it just like that. They spying on Mumra. But then the walls in this spot right here, beautiful. I love all the details in the inside, in the outside. They killed it on this cat's lair. But the one thing that really pushed this above the top for me is that all my Motu figures that I changed into the Thundercats figures, they work with this playset 100%. They sit in them chairs, nice and easy, put them up on the steps, put them wherever I want, and it looks right. And I personally feel that the scale for these figures compared to Super 7 figures, it works better. You know what I mean? The cat's lair is humongous. And with these being a 5.5 scale figure, it works better. But right here, I just want to show you, I can change the color of the lights. You can use whatever type of dome little lights you want, but you can just change the color to just set the mood, you know what I mean? Highly recommend that if you got this cat's lair, just throw some lights in that bitch. You see the difference right there? That is spot on, and it makes sense. But let me show you something else real quick. Right here, the thing that I love that they did is you could put the weapons right inside, just like the show. You know what I'm saying? Turn that wheel around, get to all the other guys' weapons right there. That shit is hot. And unless you own all the Good Guy Thundercats figures, you ain't gonna be able to do that shit. But it's well worth the investment just to finish off the look. Right here, there was one issue that I had with mine, one little broken part, and that's the peg right here. You see that shit? Broke right off on the one side, and it's stuck right in there on the other. Sure, I could probably pry that bitch off and glue it, but I ain't never gonna fix it, because I'm gonna wanna have to click it together. But thankfully, I can still click this bitch together with the top peg right there. Let me just push it together real quick. Oh, I need both my hands for this shit. There it is, folks. Closes together, nice and easy, but it should have been broken. All in all, folks, this Thundercats lair by Super 7, I love it. And I love being able to use my Motu Thundercats figures before because I was not ever gonna use Super 7 figures for this. And yes, I know Chitara is missing, but there she is right there. She is almost finished. My good buddy, Lunar Eclipse Customs, is hooking that shit up for me. And yes, I know I got a couple of Super 7 figures up in the mix. Wily Kit, Wily Cat, and Snarfer. But they don't need to be changed into Motu figures. But there was one other thing I wanted to point out real quick, and that was this right here. The details that they did with the crack around the neck like they did in the one episode, perfect. That's why when I got this thing, I was so happy. Let me tell you, I was dancing around, shaking my shit. My ass felt like I won the lottery. I was so goddamn happy. Definitely worth it. So even if you gotta get this shit on the aftermarket on eBay or something, do it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime playset, and you will not be disappointed, because I know for damn sure I'm not. And with having some Motu Thundercats figures with it, that's a win-win. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching, folks. Just wait 1 second. There's something else I wanted to show you. The only playset that makes that bitch look small is this one right here, the Eternals playset, done by Yorko. That is a beast. You see that shit? I got it on 2 8-foot-long tables right there, put together to be able to hold this massive beast. So I had to just squeeze that cat's lair right on the table so y'all can see the comparison. Yes, that's a big playset, but it don't hold shit on that one right there. That's all I had to say about that. Amazing playset, but it ain't the biggest in my collection. And if you like what you saw, do my ass a favor and drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It ain't gonna hurt you, is it? Come on now. Go ahead and hit the button. I know you have to hit the button. Hit that goddamn button, drop a like. All right, I'm out of here.